Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Nick, this is my mom Jen.
Hi guys.
And today we will be watching DREDD.
I have no idea what that's about.
So it's based on a comic book, I believe, from back in the day I think it's called like Judge Dredd.
Oh, I've heard that name, Judge Dredd.
And there was actually in the 80s, there was Stallone.
That's why I know the name, Stallone. Okay,
yeah.
Back in it. Not that I saw it, but
yeah, there's at least one, maybe two, but like that's like the first kind of like adaptation of the comic book, and
okay,
it's very like iconic, just like, you know, Stallone, very easy to meme him and his lines or whatever. But from what I understand, like fans of the comic weren't as happy with that one because I guess it wasn't like as true to the original story.
Oh, okay.
But then this one comes along. I believe it came out like in 2011, and the title character is played by Carl Urban.
I love Carl Urban.
Good old Eomer, son of Eomund.
He's in everything.
He really is.
Jeez.
I mean, the Lord of the Rings did so much for his career.
Yeah,
because he had Star Trek.
DREDD.
There was, I mean, Billy Butcher from The Boys is another huge one for him. He was in Red.
Yeah, he's in everything.
Yeah, one of my favorite lines in Red is, you know, when he's fighting Bruce Willis, you know, and he's like, you know, Kordeski trained you. He's like, yeah, I trained Kordeski. Like, he's so much fun in that one.
Yeah,
because he can play like comedy, but also action. He has a bit of a range here.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so he's in it. Okay.
There's him. There's probably a couple other actors you'd recognize. One of them from Star Wars, and one from that we just saw recently.
Okay.
So, you know, kind of see it along the way, but it's sort of like comic book, sort of like post-apocalyptic type of story and whatnot. It's you know, when it came out in theaters, it failed to kind of recoup its budget at the box office. It was kind of a bomb that way, even though people seem to love it.
Yeah.
I think it was like poor marketing. No one really, the studio kind of screwed up. But I think it's kind of fulfilled the criteria of like a cult classic, because it's like into like say DVD sales. There's like a diehard fan base for it, and people still clamoring for either like a sequel or a series. Like it's one of those that like commercially didn't do well, but it's like all the fans seem to love it. So So yeah, with all that prep, let's get into it.
Inside the walls, the cursed city, stretching from Boston to Washington, D.C.
Last of Us, eh?
Yeah.
Only one thing fighting for order in the chaos. The men and women of the Hall of Justice.
You said it's based on a game or
comic? Yeah.
Judges.
Shots fired. Request aerial surveillance.
So it looks like people go about their business still inside the city.
Yeah, they're still city. They're still just a lot.
Not like Last of Us, where it's all at a standstill. And
yeah, it's more say developed. You know, there's still cities, just lots of crime.
You don't even care. Oh, dude. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Control. Perps just wiped out an innocent. I'm taking him down.
it looks so real.
Yeah.
Just have a gun-toting maniac storm in one day.
Yeah.
Release the hostage, unharmed, and I guarantee you a sentence of life in an ISO cube without parole.
Life without parole?
I said, hot shot.
Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Anyone up for barbecue?
God. Thank you.
Yes.
The level 1 food court will reopen in 30 minutes. Thank you for your
Oh,
patience.
clean up the... Oh, my God. Oh.
Yep. Thank you for your compliance.
Yeah.
Rookie Anderson,
Sir,
how many people are observing you?
Okay.
2.
She's a mutant.
She's the most powerful psychic we've ever come across by a huge margin. The judges are losing the war for this.
Probably handy to come in. Have you?
Yeah, for a cop.
Huh?
For a cop. No need for confessions or anything.
Yeah.
Sink or swim. Chuck her in the deep end.
It's all a deep end.
Yeah, a little bit more grittier than his usual roles.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, this was incredible to watch in 3D in the theater.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, it seems to be the one drug is a big thing.
At least the one that we've seen.
Yeah.
They're selling Sternhammer product on my level. I warned them off with a beating a couple of weeks ago. Guess it didn't work.
Skin him. Toss him over the balcony.
Hit him with a little slow-mo first.
Did you say skin him?
Mm-hmm.
So they call it slow-mo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Get out of the way. Oh, Jesus. What's the deal with skinning them? Just to send a message or something?
Yeah, make an example.
Oh.
Peachtree's houses 75,000 registered citizens. It has the highest crime rate in Sector 13, unemployment rate of 96%.
96%.
Slow-mo?
Only just hit the grid, but it's making big waves. Makes the brain feel as if time is passing at 1% its normal speed.
That would be a trip.
Yeah.
Guess it felt like a long way down.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yep.
We have her on record from her whoring days. The picture's pretty old, but that's her. Madeline Madrigal.
Madrigal.
Quit working when she got sliced up by a pimp. She got her own back. Block legend says she feminized the guy with her teeth. Then Mama arrived.
She just took over.
Yeah.
I'm wondering when you'd remember you left your helmet behind.
Yeah.
Sir, a helmet can interfere with my psychic abilities.
I think a bullet might interfere with some more.
Yeah. That's cool.
I love how the movie gives like an excuse in the story for slow motion.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh. Jeez. Oh. Keep it together, girl.
Sir, this one's a gang member.
Oh.
Save me a lot of paperwork if you just confess right now. We'll take him in. See how he holds up after a few hours of interrogation.
We've seen him before.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I don't recognize him.
It's Bill Weasley.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Ah. I'm Harry Potter.
Guys just on their break, you know?
Yeah. So they're going to try and prevent them from leaving the building and...
Sector Control, this is Peachtree's Control. I just want to check you were notified about the DEF CON systems test today.
God fucking damn it, Sector! I put in the notification myself 3 fucking times!
I put you on the system. Hall of Justice and all emergency services are notified to ignore your status. You can run the test anytime you like.
Sir, he's thinking about making a move for you again.
Yeah.
He just changed his mind.
Yep.
That's so handy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All residents remain calm.
Oh, jeez.
All residents remain calm.
Peachtrees.
This is Mama. Somewhere in this block are 2 judges. I want him dead.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else clear the corridors and stay the fuck out of our way until the shooting stops.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
As for the judges,
You better move.
sit tight or run. Makes no difference, you're mine.
Well, she's full of herself, isn't she?
Yep.
Well, this is a bit of a pickle, hey?
Sir?
You're on assessment, rookie. Call it.
Still on assessment.
Line of sight, gas grenades?
Respirators.
advise you hold your breath.
You don't get one. You have a lot of bodies to clean up after this.
I'm not trapped in here with
recyc.
Recyc.
Yeah.
Yep. Meat wagon. Yep. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
This could so easily be a video game, right? Like traveling through the building, trying to.
10 seconds to comply.
Fuck you, Judge. You got 5.
Thanks for the heads up.
There you go. Uh-oh.
What are you waiting for, rookie? His crime is attempted murder of a judge. His sentence is death.
Hurry up. Do it. There you go. He just soon kill you, so.
Yeah.
You gotta walk that one off. Just walk it off.
Yeah.
What do you got, girl? Oh.
We're not gonna hurt you.
Clear.
Of course, you had to say anybody helping them would be in trouble, right?
She has a baby. Asleep in the next room.
They're a father.
It's out there, looking for us.
Oh, that guy. She killed him. Oh, you play those kind of games, you win the prize, right?
Exactly. He has such a good scowl.
Yeah, the lower half of his face.
Yep. That's where all the acting is. 'Cause that's all we can see.
That's right.
Where are you going?
If I don't come back and you get cornered, you might not want to get taken alive.
He hasn't said a damn thing since he got arrested.
Yeah.
Like, what am I thinking about right now? If I was trying to shock you, I'd have been thinking about this.
What are you thinking about now, huh?
Yeah. Need to stuff something in his mouth so he can't talk.
Well,
or make noise, or
doesn't change what he thinks about.
Well,
she can
that's
read his
true.
thoughts.
Yeah, that's true. What the hell?
Shit.
Fire!
Jesus.
They don't care who else they kill. Yeah. But I mean, something like this after, even if they get him, wouldn't they bring all the judges here at once? And
yeah.
You're going to bring the goddamn building down. That's great.
Maximum effort.
Oh, at least they're outside.
Yes.
Control, do you copy?
Affirmative.
1024 on my GPS. Request immediate assistance.
Copy that. Backup is on its way. Just stay alive.
How are they going to get in? I mean, it's fortress. Oh, God. There you go. Your number one guy. Just look straight across and shoot that bitch.
Throws him off as an intimidation tactic and then just walks away without a word. God damn it, I'm still captured.
Yeah.
Your gang locks down the whole block. Massacres an entire quadrant of men. I think if we'd executed you on the bust, Mama would have let us walk out of here.
Yeah, I think so, eh?
Welcome to the inside of your head. It's kind of empty in here.
Figured that would shut you up.
Hey, I can play mind games too.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Why is that? She's a sick. one with what he did, right?
Peachtree's is the manufacturing base for all the slow-mo in Mega City 1. Mama's controlling the production and distribution across the whole city.
Interesting. What about we attack? Head straight for Mama.
Is that an option?
Well, she's guilty.
Sir, with backup inbound, I think we should wait until the odds have shifted in our favor. Wrong answer?
You're the psychic.
Hmm.
Gonna try and grab her.
How do you want it, kids? Body bags or juve cubes?
Juve cubes. Oh, for fuck's sakes. And he told her that. I thought she would be getting some kind of a vibe like he wants to.
Well, I think she was like distracted or focused on the kids.
You're going to do nothing.
But I'm...
Shut the fuck up.
Inhabitants of Peachtree's. This is Judge Dredd.
Looks like he wants to cry all the time.
Yeah.
Mama is not the law. I am the law. And as for you, Mama, judgment time.
I get chills.
What kind of hair is that? Right? It's like a wig.
L'Oreal gangbanger here.
Yeah, right.
Incendiary.
Ooh.
Oh god, it's like white phosphorus.
Oh. Ooh. Gotcha.
Call 911.
Beg pardon?
Yeah. It's probably gang 911 though.
Open up. Now.
Well.
He's like, damn it, I could have just said that this whole time?
Yeah.
This killing's all about one gang, the Mama clan.
You prepared to testify to that?
Sure.
Yeah, they're not real. They're, yeah.
1 million credits.
Oh.
Million.
You have a problem with the judge. You know who he is?
No.
I do. 1 million.
Do you know how badass this guy is? Yeah, some tougher minions to go through now.
Mm-hmm. Well, and he only has a split second to figure out that they're against him, and
yeah.
Identify yourself.
Chan, Sector 9.
Dredd, Sector 13.
3-man squad closing on my vector right now. So relax.
2 of us called in the 1024. Wondering why you didn't ask about...
Let's move it.
which one's our guy?
The one who's winning.
Oh.
Choke on that.
Always wanted one of these. This is... Whew. Got any last words, bitch?
I was gonna ask you that.
Oh.
Bitch.
Oh. Shot his arm off. Because it's one of those, it has to be, it's an ID thing, right? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's like genetic lock for each person.
So it'll do the reverse if you, oh, cool.
That's why earlier when she said he's thinking about taking your gun, Dredd's like, yeah. Like it's not gonna do him any good.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Wow.
I've got the girl cold. I see her first, I shoot her. She sees me first, she hesitates. Then I shoot her.
Oh, so one of those 4 was a woman?
Yeah, this one.
She hadn't spoken, so I didn't really.
Yeah.
What's the price of a judge these days?
$1 million.
Rapid fire.
Oh, shit.
Incendiary. Armor piercing.
Jeez. Yeah.
Lower your gun, rookie. I'm your backup.
Do it. She could. There you go.
Her powers are so useful.
Yes.
Armor piercing.
Oh no. Damn. That's a big hole.
Yeah.
Wait. I mean, wait for what? Wait for me to change my mind? Wait for another 2 or 3 seconds of life because you're so fucking weak you just can't stand to see it end?
No.
There we go. That's what we're waiting for. Good girl.
Wait for her to shoot you. Basic field dressing.
That's like the Predator. Whenever
That's basic field dressing.
whenever he, like, you know, stitches up a wound. And
yeah.
Ammo is up for grabs, though.
Yeah, that's true. Hey.
Ready?
Yeah.
You look ready.
She just passed her, what was it, evaluation or whatever?
Assessment.
Yeah.
Nice little callback.
Oh.
Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me!
Oh, yeah.
That's how I got those fancy, like, cyber eyes.
Get out of here.
Mind explaining yourself, rookie? Abetting a felon is not just a fail offense. It's a crime.
I already picked up the fail when I lost my primary weapon. Until my assessment is formally over, I'm still entitled to dispense justice, and that's what I just did by letting him go. Maybe that'll be the one difference I do make.
Yeah, really. It's just so weird to me the whole time that she doesn't have a helmet on.
Yes. Yeah, normally they would do that for, say, like, the lead actor to justify it, like, to show their face, you know, even though it makes no sense. But with her, it's like, oh, you know, there's like a reason behind it.
Yeah. Shit.
This entire level is rigged with enough high explosives to take out the top 50 stories. It's a transmitter synced to my heartbeat. My heart stops beating. The building blows.
Oh, it could just shoot you in another area that you don't die right away. Just... Yeah, you didn't kill her.
Mm-hmm. What do you figure the range is on that thing? Gotta get through 100 levels of concrete. Citizen Mama, your crimes are multiple homicide and the manufacture and distribution of narcotics. How do you plead? Defense noted.
There you go. Whoa.
Yeah, this is one of those times when, like, a narration would come in and be like,
yeah,
you ever wonder how we got here?
Yeah.
Turns out the real
These parts
success.
are wild. Yeah.
So wild.
Yeah. Turns out what?
Oh, turns out the real success was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, yeah. Whoa. That's crazy. But didn't she say the top part was wired?
Top 50 stories,
Yeah.
but Dredd was thinking, like, you know, there was only a certain range to that thing.
Oh, okay. So she had to be within range for it to go off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Your assessment's now over.
No, she passed. I mean, if
So what happened in there?
Drug bust.
Looked like you've been through it.
Perps were uncooperative.
She a pass or a fail?
She's a pass.
Knew she would be.
she didn't tell her about the other 4 that were there for the money. because they're going to find them dead. So they wonder why there's some judges dead.
Only one thing fighting for order in the chaos. Judges.
Okay. Once again, Carl Urban.
Yes. Yeah, that was Dredd.
That was good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was so different, but
very.
Those slow-mo scenes were just something else.
Incredible.
Yeah. It's just the little bits of glass or sand or everything had a
bits of light.
And I was thinking I should have had a gummy before this. To show like this with all that stuff going on.
Like I say, 3D is just something else with those scenes.
Yeah.
And actually, just like last week or before, I was reading that for the sounds they were playing whenever they did that. Apparently, they took a Justin Bieber song and they slowed it down like 500%.
Oh.
They wanted something beautiful yet disturbing to play during the slow-mo. So just that one note kind of carrying through. But nah, just like very like technically, just in terms of like the editing and the cinematography, it's very like it's gritty, it's grimy, and yet the slow-mo is very just like beautiful, and just thinking, seeing it unfold is quite something.
Yeah.
But yeah, Carl Urban did fantastic in this role.
Just like almost robotic, right? But
a little bit, yeah, because it.
But that's what's required. Yeah.
Because A, you can only see this much of his face, and B, he was scowled like 95% of the time.
Yeah.
And yet he somehow emoted.
Yeah, it's true. Eh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he, like, say when he was wounded or when he was like say cracking a one-liner, there was just like kind of like with the Mandalorian. He's able to just with like the way he sort of moves himself and just carries himself through a scene.
Yeah.
It's like it's very subtle.
That's right.
There's a lot of
and his voice, right? The inflections in his
very like
words and stuff. Yeah.
Growly, badass. But
but yeah, she did awesome too.
Olivia Thirlby,
I was worried there when they got her.
Well, they flat out said, whatever. But Mama, luckily, was sort of, you think it's like given her background, she would just prefer to say kill or do whatever.
Yeah.
But speaking of Lena Headey, she plays a pretty terrifying crime lord.
Yeah, jeez. She was great. Yesterday was what did we watch her in? A
300.
300 as a
that
queen.
One's still upcoming, but
yeah,
she was good in that one. Very sympathetic. This one,
but she's just a tiny woman compared to all these men.
Yeah,
right? She commands it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she definitely. Even just like the scenes with Domhnall Gleeson, just like she doesn't say a word. She just like is there beside him. And he is like pissing his pants in terror. She just has that aura about her.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Lena Headey, those like tattoos that she has, she has all of those in real life.
Oh.
And for pretty much all of her other roles, Game of Thrones or whatever, 300, whatever, with like makeup and costuming, they have to cover those up.
Oh yeah.
But here she just has it normally.
Yeah.
And then
that scar was something else. Eh?
Yeah, just the hair, like she looks dangerous.
Yes. Oh God, yeah. Well, and she looks effed up, right? She's not just clear thinking and
she's like
on the edge.
like a wild animal that's just like in control of herself. She's ready to say like snap at any time.
Yeah. I love though how it was just down to her at the end, right? After all
of her lieutenants and
her thinking she could just take them out no problem. And I guess because she obviously has some on the payroll, right? So, like I said, wouldn't they just all come down there and?
Yeah, because she at least had to say like a plan of like making it look like they were saying, a drug bust gone bad
too, right? It's easy just to change the narrative, right?
And then Domhnall Gleeson, this is before he was in Harry Potter, before he played General Hux in Star Wars, before he was kind of as well known as he is, and did.
For the part he played it great.
Yes, like you said, just he was like a puppy that's been kicked like too many times. He was just really vulnerable and whatnot.
That's why she let him go, right? Even though he was like, wait a minute. Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of great performances all around, and very, very just like atmospheric, a really good like comic book adaptation. But yeah, like I say, it kind of failed to make up its budget because it had like, I think it was like 50-some million, and then at the box office all told it was like 41 million.
Oh,
so it kind of failed, and I think mainly due to like there was like not much like advertising going into it.
That's what you're saying.
Which like Carl Urban and a lot of the others lamented because they were really into it, and they made a beautiful piece of art with this.
Yeah.
So, but then it's just in the years since, it's gained kind of a cult following, just a lot of people are very passionate about it. There might even be talks about either a sequel or a series or more comics or something.
Even though it's that long ago.
Yeah, because like I said, the demand is still there.
Yeah, true.
But not just for what we have, it's, really good, like crime, sort of mystery action sort of story. And like you said, it'd be a really good setup for a video game. And like that gun they have, I've wanted that gun for so long, just with the the genetic locks, so only you can use it, and the fact that it has like all the different types of ammunition.
Oh yeah, and you just tell
high axe, hot shot, incendiary, just say whatever you want, and a lot of, and then that big guy had like a rifle version of it, and whatnot. But yeah, that was Dredd, ladies and gents. Very, very intense, very beautiful, and some of the most lovingly shown gore in cinema.
God, so much blood. I've seen more blood since we started this channel. Never thought I'd see it my whole life.
Yeah, and with like Mama and her like death at the end, it wasn't just splat, it was splat. When she hits the floor. But even so, like with like the slow-mo sequences, like even when the blood comes out from like a gunshot wound, it's like so vibrant and bright red compared to everything else, like the colors and everything. It's just very like it's like gory and gross in parts, but it's like a feast for the eyes. But thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you want to watch the full length of our reaction, I'll put a link down to our Patreon below. Check out all the other movies and shows that we do. A lot of good stuff coming. Hopefully you stay tuned. And that's all we have for you today. So we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.